that this was the place. It wasn't about a bag. It was all about opportunity to do something that hadn't been done in quite some time. And I'm grateful for that opportunity. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for investing in me. I appreciate it. Now let's get busy. You know what, Jackson State, you gotta believe. I'm still gonna believe because I've been believing ever since I was a shorty. When I told my mother at the age of 7, I was gonna make a lot of money. I was gonna make what she was gonna do. And my actions lined up with that belief. And I had to stop believing. And I have a problem when young men, with everything in front of them, don't believe. That's a problem. Tremendous problem. Because you can rescue your mom, you can rescue your father, your friends, your loved ones, your homies, anybody who's looked out for you. You have the ability and the opportunity to do that. But you gotta believe. It's the spirit around this team, around the school, that is not traditional. In some kind of way, you guys have accepted it, and you've begun to be complacent with it. And even some of the guys that aren't here that's supposed to be here, those are the ones. All this don't stop. I still have unfinished business to do with Jackson State, because whatever I start, I'm gonna finish. And we gotta go win this championship. We gonna do that. But then shortly thereafter, I just want you to know, I'm coming. Not to compete, but to win. Not to show up, but to show out. Not to be amongst the rest, but to be the best. I'm coming. I'm flat out coming. This is real. This ain't no ESPN or this ain't one of the networks you just happen to see on. I'm right in front of you. You know why? Because I'm coming. I'm coming to restore, to replace, to re-energize some of y'all that are salvageable. I'm not gonna lie, everybody that's sitting there under the seat ain't gonna have a seat when we get back. But I'm coming. I started, and we're gonna go dominate, and we're gonna work. I'm coming to work and not to play. I'm coming to kill it and not to kick it. I'm coming. So you gotta understand, so when I get back, there ain't gonna be no hats and no meetings, there ain't gonna be no hoodies on and no meeting, there ain't gonna be no phone. I wish you would bring a phone in my meeting. There ain't gonna be no earrings in the meeting. Everybody's gonna look like everybody. I'm coming. It's gonna be a different place, a different feel.
It was a lot to that. It was a lot. I didn't want to play the whole thing. Y'all boys go, and I give them. Y'all boys go. Let's get it.
All right, so I'm gonna tackle it first because I was anxious to talk about this. So, for some people, people are upset that he left a black historical black college to coach in a white institute. White institute. So this is my take right here. First of all, this is prime time. This is prime time.
Pac-12.
Pac-12. This is a Power 5 school.
Woo.
So if they know, so what Deion did with HBC did at Jackson State University. Let me tell you what he did at Jackson State University, and I don't have a problem going to another school because this is what he did. He went to the school. He brought in great recruits. Last year he brought in the #1 recruit in the country. That means Deion has recruiting power. So other schools gonna look at that. Last few years, his school has been the schools that he's been playing the last couple of years. They blowed him out. So he can coach. So he could recruit. He could coach, and he could bring in boosters to Jackson State. So he brought in that. Celebrities came through. They was on college game day 2 3 weeks ago, and Stephen A. Smith was on there. So prime time, he gonna bring in the shows and everything. And this is the thing. This is especially some HBCUs. If somebody's bringing you that, trying to bring in money, why you don't pay him more? That's the thing, and that's prime time. And technically, he was making on 300K a year. So kind of, and the thing is, to me, he was basically working for free. And my thing is like, what's the problem in that? But my thing is this: I think, like I said, Ace, like Jackson State, y'all should have did better than that because Deion Sanders was, if y'all want to keep it, y'all should have paid him more. Y'all should have paid him more. And and as people say, oh, why didn't he go to other HBCUs? Because they can't offer him. Why? Because other schools offering him more money. Can y'all pay him the money so he can coach? Because Dion can coach and he can develop players and he can recruit players. I'm gonna tell you one player that we got. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, right? Our Detroit Lions team, we drafted a player there from Jackson State, the 7th round, right? Because NFL NFL teams, they do scout out HBCUs and they went to Deion because they know Deion, that's prime time. They drafted him. He was a 7th round pick. Uh, Went through training camp, signed him as a practice squad player. We had a player hurt. He started playing in the Bills game Thanksgiving. Last name Houston. After that, he had 2 sets of games against Josh Allen. He balled out in that game. Now he's a starter from Jackson State, and that's who Deion Sanders, who coached and developed. And if he keeps going, though, like I said, he could be a Rookie of the Year candidate, the rookie from Detroit Lions, because of he's from Jackson State. So what I'm trying to say is, I have zero problems with Deion going to another school because they paying him more because he can coach and he can recruit. And if other schools are seeing that, so if other schools seeing that, they gonna throw money at him. And for HBCUs, when somebody's coming there and putting in money, y'all gotta reward him, pay him more to order him to stay from the school. Because I already knew Deion was going there for a short time. Because I feel like if Deion would have stayed there longer, I just felt like he would be happy because he's not gonna get the money back or reward that unless he get a statue or something. So yeah, I have no problem with Deion. Do what you do. I know he's gonna do well in Colorado State. He might make him, and I see in the next 2 or 3 years, he might make him a top 25 school because that man can coach and that man can recruit. And I have zero problem with what Deion did. That's my take.
See, Jordan, I'm not gonna lie, you did a beautiful reaction. I think we could just go ahead and say, hey, just like, share, and subscribe. But I'm gonna go in there too. You made all the valid points. One of the valid point, which is a well-known fact, when he was at Jackson State, he was getting paid $300,000 a year, and half of it he was giving it away because he felt like it was useless. Now he's going to Colorado State, where they're paying him 1.5, or $1.4 million a year. Big difference. See, the problem. This is the problem we have with black folks. Black folks want us to do all we can do for our communities, for the HBCUs, and to invest and to help the community and do all we can for the students. But like you said, we have to pay them. If we're not going to pay the people, it's like we using them and abusing them. We're doing the same thing who they say our oppressors are doing. Black people got to understand, we live in a capitalist society. In a capitalist society, you got to know how to capitalize. If you don't know how to capitalize, other people going to see it and other people going to take the opportunity. Deion Sanders did so many things for Jackson State. I don't not only lie, but Jackson State had one of the best records it had in a very long time last year. So come on, man. We have to get better. Now, a lot of people are saying a lot of people are not sent in the HBCU schools, which is true. So that's why they were not able to pay for Deion Sanders. But then that's another thing too, because you could do research, and the data show that most people that come out of HBCU become doctors and lawyers. So they have the resources. It's just they choose not to invest in those schools. So at the end of the day, you can't get mad if Deion Sanders want to leave and go for another opportunity. Deion Sanders, man, go ahead and get your bag, man. Go ahead and get your bag. Continue to develop black people so black people could get in the NFL and use those resources and keep doing the same system you're doing. I think Deion Sanders has a great future. And not only that, even when he did that speech was very powerful. And not only that, but he talked to those men as men. He didn't talk to them as boys. Something that people need to take on that. That's my take.
Brothers, y'all did a marvelous job. I'm going to say some things here, and I'm going to hurt some people's feelings. Deion Sanders was not here to solve black people problems overnight. He came, he showed us a blueprint on what we could do when we have something. Now, I want to piggyback off what my brothers just said, and I'm going to try to be quick about this. $150,000 of his money went to help building the new stadium. He leveraged all his network. How you think them kids got them uniforms? He leveraged his network with American. And how do you think them kids was traveling through American Airlines? He went and got uniforms from Michael Strahan. He could, and then he also teaches something, the NIL, name, image, and likeness. That new running back that you talk about, the number one, he started selling hoodies. It was making money. And I want to bounce off another thing that Ronnie said. You HBCU niggas do not donate. There's a statistics that says out of all the people who went from HBCUs, none of y'all barely sent $1. You can't talk or try to make a man do something when you don't do it yourself. Y'all don't shop black. Half of your money go to Korean hair stores. You'll go to HBCU, but you'll go eat at an Italian restaurant. So let's not get here and put all the black people's problems on one man. They're giving that man $29.5 million. That's what he signed for the contract. He did the smart thing by going to a school that's failing to bring the program up. He's just going to get a bigger bag after that. I've already looked at the stats. All them Alabama boys say, hey, do you got room for us, Unc? 5 was already talking about going there. So we talking about a lot of these black students look at him as a father, a lot of these black players. So I think he's doing the right thing. I think that he showed us a blueprint. I'm not mad at him leaving. He's an individual. He doesn't speak for the whole black community. A lot of us would love to have seen him at Jackson State, but it's a lot of other retired NFL niggas who we could spread out all over HBCUs to replicate and duplicate what he has done. So let's do that. Jerry, Deion, go get your bag, baby. I support you 100%.
And this is the thing that I think people gotta understand. This society today, we live in a capitalist society. The only way you win this game, you gotta know how to capitalize. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. If black people understand that blueprint, Deion said laid out like Hakeem said, we could go way farther than what Deion just started something beautiful. And I think people need to appreciate that. And this is why you gotta like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right hand side, because we go live each and every Sunday, 7:30 Eastern time. Let us know what you think. KI Culture Radio, we out. Peace.
Peace.